What if I told you that there is a psychological trick that guys can use to make any girl go crazy for you and fall in love with you before you go on 2 dates? Men think that women are rationally complicated, but we're not. Our mind is just full of emotions, and if you tap into that, you can hypnotize any girl to fall in love with you.
The way that reverse psychology is discussed on the internet, on YouTube in particular, drives me freaking nuts. It's an absolute distortion of a super pragmatic, super simple, super straightforward psychological mechanism. Back in the 1960s, psychologists discovered, shocker, that people want to have free will. And when people feel like you're taking away their free will, when you're pushing them so hard, they become defensive, they become resistant. And the psychological term for that is reactance. They become reactive against loss of control. And so this idea of reverse psychology came about because they said, well, wait a second, what if you don't push so hard and instead pull away? So if I'm trying to sell a used car to someone, I could say, buy this car today, you must buy it, right? If I do that, someone's going to feel like, hey, you're trying to control my behavior, I don't like that, and then they're not going to listen to me. If I take a reverse psychology approach, I won't push so hard, I'll pull back. I might say, this may not be the right car for you. Tell me why you think this is the right car for you, because I don't think that it is. And by doing that, someone's going to be willing to hear me describe the characteristics of the car because they don't think I'm being too pushy. That's reverse psychology. And yet when you hear a YouTuber talk about it, it seems like it's always about dating, and it's always ways to manipulate women into being with men, right? And so the suggestion is that if a man doesn't push so hard in asking for a date, that the woman will turn around and go, oh, I want to be with you, which is a miss, right? Reverse psychology just makes somebody more receptive, more willing to listen to their own free will. It does not distort their mind. It doesn't maneuver them into all of a sudden changing their view or perspective. So the takeaway here is that reverse psychology only has utility if you're at risk for making somebody feel like you're taking away their free will. But it's unneeded if you just have a mindset which is, I'm going to let people make their own decisions. I don't want to manipulate or maneuver them, right? So it makes me feel a little bit like you won't need reverse psychology if you stop Googling, how do I manipulate women into dating me? Like that behavior, that mindset is the problem. Instead, work on yourself, be a person that women would want to date, and you won't have to manipulate them in the first place. So I hope that's helpful. And that being said, please, please, please do not subscribe. I hate subscribers, and definitely don't hit the like button. I hate when people hit the like button. I have no interest in that. Just close the video and turn off YouTube. Thanks.